Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. That kind of new area. It's not just so you have more stuff to look at, I guess, and it looks cooler over here. So, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be actually ranking the Jacksons' albums because why not, you know? Ever since I got back into Michael, of course, I learned new stuff and rediscovered things, but something that I never really did in the first place was actually listen to like the Jacksons' albums like fully. Of course, I've listened to Lovely One, I've listened to This Place Hotel, I've, Things I Do For You. Like, I've heard some Jackson songs, Blame It On The Boogie, of course. And same goes for Michael's solo albums when he was a kid and the Jackson 5 albums. But I never really listened to them fully because I just never got around to it, or to be honest, I wasn't really interested in doing that. But then, ever since I got back into it, I was like, I actually want to listen to the albums. So the first things first, I wanted to actually listen to the Jacksons albums, and I did actually listen to Michael's solo albums as a kid, so I'll probably do that video next. But I'm still debating whether I will do Jackson 5, listen to Jackson 5 albums. I may, but again, I am a huge procrastinator, so I don't know when I'm going to, but yeah. And this is purely based off first listen. So the thing is with me is I tend to songs or albums or whatever, songs tend to grow on me a lot. It's kind of like rare that I just straight up don't like a song. Like, low-key, I'm not really picky when it comes to music. Like, if I like it, I like it, and if I don't, I don't, and if I'm neutral, then I'm neutral. But usually it grows on me. So, because if I listen to it enough times, I'm like, wait, this actually slaps. What am I on about? As I tell you these albums, I will be telling you my favorite songs off each album. All right, let's just stop yapping and let's just get into it. There's only 5 Jackson albums. I mean, technically there's 6 Jackson albums, if you want to count 2300 Jackson Street. I mean, I guess that is a Jackson album. It just doesn't have Michael in it other than the song itself, 2300 Jackson Street, which is a very lovely song. I really do enjoy that song. But I didn't listen to that album because I just wanted to listen to the Jackson albums where Michael's on it. That probably sounds bitchy. That probably sounds, but it's nothing against the brothers or anything, but I might listen to that album. I don't know yet. So we're only going to be ranking 5 of the albums, which is like the main Jackson albums that they released through, I believe, 1975 through 84 as like a full group, I guess. And then the 2300 Jackson Street album was released in 89. So we're going to start off from 5 to 1. All right, so what takes the number 5 spot is Victory. Now, Victory, I did not know because the way my Apple Music puts it in order, it made it seem like Triumph was the most recent one, but no, which actually, like, thinking back, and like, I'm so fucking stupid. Like, of course, Victory was gonna be like the most recent one with Michael in it because the Victory tour and the album cover having 6 members. Yeah. And plus, in Lovely One and stuff, you can hear Jermaine. I think he sings in that song. I don't know. Victory's number 5 because I did enjoy the album, but Victory I did not realize was going to have some like solo songs from the other brothers, because the songs that did have Michael in it was Torture, Be Not Always, which I do actually remember Be Not Always because once I was listening to this album finally, I looked at the track list and I saw Be Not Always, and I'm like, wait, that sounds super familiar. And then once he started singing and once I started hearing it, I was like, yes, I know this song. So it's a really beautiful song. And State of Shock, of course, has Michael's vocals. And I think in one of the songs, in Wait, either Wait, I think Wait or One More Chance, you can hear Michael's vocals in the background. But that's basically it. The other songs are the other brothers. Now, my reasoning why it's the bottom is because I feel like the other albums from the Jacksons are just better. I'm not saying this album is bad per se. It's not a bad album at all. Like, hell no. The other albums I just like more than Victory, but this is still a pretty solid Jackson album. So, no shade, no tea with that. But here are my favorites. from this album though. Of course, Torture. I love Torture. It's a bomb ass song. Like, come on, come on. I love like the rock feel, like the guitar on Torture. Like, it's pretty fucking good. One More Chance, which is actually sung by Randy, which I wasn't expecting to like. I'm not gonna lie, I have my gripes with Randy. Like, I don't really FW with him, but you know, I have my own reasons. I have multiple reasons why, but you know, that's neither here or there. But I actually did like the song. I think it was a really good song. Good job, Randy. Good job, bud. Be Not Always is a favorite as well. I'm just basing it off the ones that I favorited on my Apple Music. Little star. Be Not Always, of course, Michael's vocals delivered. Michael's vocals, like, he sounded so beautiful in that song. And my last favorite on here was State of Shock, which, of course, and it was the song that was going to be with Freddie Mercury. I wish it actually ended up being with Freddie Mercury. Like, look, because, bitch, that would have been so fucking fire. And I think I actually have heard the Freddie Mercury version. And dude, and it's weird because Mick Jagger kind of gives Freddie Mercury vibes in the song already. So it's like, I really wish it was Freddie Mercury. No, nothing against Mick Jagger, but if only if it was with Freddie, ooh, people back in 84 would have shit themselves. They would have shit themselves. The other songs are obviously really good. Wait, I think, is by Jackie. Like I said, One More Chance is by Randy. We Can Change the World is by Tito. The Hurt, I believe, is also by Randy. And Bodies by Marlon. So, yes, if I got any of that wrong, I will correct myself. This, in a way, kind of reminds me of, like, in a weird way, like how K-pop distributions, like, solo songs in an album. I guess I'm mostly basing off Stray Kids because sometimes they put out solo stuff, but you know, just on YouTube and their most recent album, Skiz Hop, they put solo songs that they are performing on tour. So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit, where they have like some songs by Michael and then some songs and then by each of the members of, yeah. So that kind of reminds me of in a strange way. But yeah, so that was Victory. Again, Victory's a solid album, but it is taking 5th place. Now, what is taking 4th place is Goin' Places. Now, Goin' Places is 4th, but it is also a pretty solid album. I really, really do. I love the album cover. I think the album cover is really cute. And the songs are obviously slayed. A very groovy sound. Really love. And of course, Michael's vocals devoured in these. I have like about 5 favorites from this album that I really liked, just right off the gate, and I will share those with you right now. The first one is actually the first track on the album. It's called Music's Taking Over, and I think it's such a nice, like, groovy sound. I mean, Music's Taking Over is literally, you know, makes you want to dance. It's literally what the title is. And my second favorite track is, I mean, this is not in order from most favorite to least favorite, it's just from down the track list that I favorited them. The next one is Even Though You're Gone, which I have heard before. And when I listened to this album and I heard like the first few notes, I was like, wait, I know this song. And of course I saw the title and I was like, I literally know the song. Gotta find a way somehow. Nothing's gonna stop me now. Gotta find a way somehow, even though you're gone. Yeah, it's a bussin' song. Oh, my hair. Ooh. Jump for Joy is another one. I really like this one. Again, my memory, I have a hard time processing some stuff for, like, first initial listens, so if I'm not really descriptive, I'm sorry. But I think Jump for Joy, if I recall correctly, is very, again, gives the title, very groovy, very nice, very an easy listen, very happy sounding. So I really enjoyed that song as well. Heaven Knows I Love You, which again I have heard this song. I really fucking love the song. Heaven knows I love you, girl. Anyway, so that is a really beautiful song as well. And then I really liked Man of War, so I don't know, I just really liked Man of War. So yeah. Now that I've heard all of these albums, I low-key want to get them on vinyl. Alright, and the 3rd place winner is Destiny. Destiny does have Blame It on the Boogie, which is a favorite, and y'all, Blame It on the Boogie is one of my favorite Jackson songs. Like, it is so good. Even though it was already an original song by somebody else. I'm sorry, no shade to that other man. I think the guy who wrote it was also named Michael Jackson, which is very fucking funny. And I don't know if Michael Jackson, like the other Michael Jackson, sang it or if it was another guy. I forgot already. But either way, no shade to that guy. But the Jacksons devoured that shit. They did it better. I'm sorry. Like, again, no shade to the other guy, but they did it better. Destiny is number 3 because I really, really enjoyed this album, and I also really love the album cover as well. Destiny, again, is another groovy album, a very Jackson-sounding album. So my favorites, like I said, Blame It on the Boogie is definitely up there. I love Blame It on the Boogie so much. And then obviously Shake Your Body Down to the Ground. It's a long fucking song, but it's a great song, so I love it. It's also a very iconic song, so... Destiny, I really like Destiny. I low-key forgot how this sounded, but if it's favorited, then I liked it a lot. Bless His Soul is also another favorite of mine. And finally, That's What You Get for Being Polite. And I have read, even in Michael's, autobiography and stuff, I think he mentioned it. And I feel like Michael mentioned this song a couple of times throughout his life. And it's actually a really good song, so... Alright guys, we're down to my top 2 Jackson albums. Let's freaking go. The Jackson album that takes second place is The Jacksons. Yeah, it's literally called The Jacksons. It is their first album as The Jacksons. I actually really enjoyed this album. I think it was the first one I listened to. It's very sweet. I really, really love this album. Again, the album cover is very cute. The Jacksons, a very warm album. I really, really love the album. Very nice, very nice. And it's actually really funny because I was ranking it as I was listening to the songs. So my number 1 spot was automatically number 1 already. I didn't really change anything, I don't think. My favorite songs. Good Times. I think I've heard Good Times before, I think. So yeah, Good Times, a really good song. Really good song. Keep on Dancing, again, it's a very disco heavy, very danceable song, so again, the title checks out. Blues Away, which is actually a song that, one of, literally Michael's first song that he written and got put on the album. A very nice song, very sweet, very beautiful sounding. Strength of One Man, I really enjoyed as well. Dreamer is a very sweet song as well. And Style of Life, so yes. So yeah, those were my favorite songs, which is literally 6 out of 10 songs, so pretty freaking good. I mean, all of my favorite songs, I had a lot of favorite songs, kind of in the same, count, but, but yeah, so The Jacksons is my second favorite, album, so. And finally, my number 1 pick for The Jacksons albums is Triumph, which came out in 1980. So Michael had come out with Off the Wall 2 years prior. Triumph, I don't know. It's something about Triumph that just speaks to me. There's 9 songs on this album, and all of them but 2 I put stars next to, which doesn't make the 2 songs that I didn't put stars next to bad songs whatsoever. The ones that I favorited, I was just like, I really dig. Triumph is my number 1 pick because not only does it have the most songs that I really enjoyed on there, something about the energy of the album that I really love and the sound of the album that I really love. To me, I think it's their best. I think it's their best Jackson album, okay? I think it's their best, personally. So here's my list of favorite songs from this album. And I'll give you my top 3 since there's so many. I'll give you my top 3 afterwards. So all the ones that I favorited was Lovely One, of course. I've heard Lovely One before. And I love it. And it's a song that I low-key forgot about, but then I was reminded and I was like, whoa. I forgot how fucking good Lovely One is. Your Ways, I love. And I love Michael's vocals in that song. The falsetto, yeah. Everybody, This Place Will Tell, of course, and it's a song, again, that I have heard before. And I love, and still love, because, it's just too good. It's just too good. Time Waits for No One, which is another one. Walk Right Now, Give It Up. And now my top 3. So my top 3 is Give It Up, Your Ways. And it's It's low-key in between Lovely One and This Place Hotel. You know what? F it. Those are my top 4. Your Ways, not in order of least favorite to most, as just my top 4, I guess, because I can't really decide right now. But Give It Up, Your Ways, Lovely One, and This Place Hotel are like my top 4 favorites of this album. Initial listen, I didn't really pay attention to Give It Up or Your Ways, but when they came on again in like my playlist queue or whatever, I was like, wait, Michael's vocals? Because in Give It Up, Michael's like falsetto. Like, he uses his falsetto in both songs of Your Ways and Give It Up. And I'm like, dude, the falsetto range? Hello? He sounds so fucking good. I love, like, Michael's vocal range is like crazy. Like, it's so vast. It's so insane. So I love every vocal range. Like, I love every range of his voice. But when he does that falsetto, Lord have mercy. Amazing songs. I recommend those. And I recommend Triumph if you haven't heard the entirety of Triumph before, because Triumph is great and amazing and that bitch. So yeah, those are my rankings for the Jackson albums. And again, I will do Michael's solo albums as a child next. Let me know in the comments, what are your favorite Jackson albums, if you listen to the Jackson albums, or just what are your favorite Jackson songs. And yeah, just let me know. Let's see what's going down. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.